Yo, what's good, people? We have breaking news. It looks like Liverpool are advancing talks to sign McGay from Crystal Palace. Liverpool want to sign both Giovanni Leone from Parma and McGay from Crystal Palace. It is said that both players are keen on the move, and Liverpool are close to an agreement of 35 million pounds package for McGay, and also there are talks ongoing with Liverpool and Parma for Giovanni Leone. Man, I must say that this changes the whole ball game. I know, of course, it'll be that Liverpool have brought in 7 players, and for those 7 players to get into the squad and also find their feet is going to be difficult, which I think that's one of the reasons why I think that's what will derail Liverpool, or that's what makes their talks of winning the Premier League a little bit more difficult, because they have too many players that have to integrate into the squad and get to know each other, create those bonds, which I think, will make it very difficult for them. It'll take them some time until they create that bond. In the meanwhile, the other teams obviously will take advantage of that and pursue their chances of winning the Premier League. But I must say that with this, now you can see that Liverpool are getting even more stronger. With McGay, we saw with the handshake, obviously, before the game began on Sunday, the Community Shield final, or cup rather, the handshake, and the smirk on Virgil van Dijk. He knew what he was doing. He knew he was probably telling him that we are coming for you, in a few days or so. But whatever, be that as it may, it is said that the player is keen on the move, and also they'll be bringing in another one. With Giovanni Leone, it is said that his is for the future of Liverpool. He's probably not going to play as much, but he is seen as a buy for the future of Liverpool. And I think that works for us. It's good that we are bringing in 2 defenders, in as much as we had Gomez, we have Konate as well, but those 2 are not to be trusted. I like them. I think they're good defenders, but their problem is that they are injury prone. That's the problem that I have with them. They're injury prone. You can't trust them to play 6 games on the bounce. Once they play in an intensive game, that it's so intense, right? After a few games or so, they're out again. Look at Gomez. Just the preseason, he's out. We are starting a game on Friday. He was not going to be there. So that alone shows you that the defenders or the centre backs that we have at Liverpool currently are not to be trusted. And of course, we always knew that they were always going to bring in defenders, and these are the 2 that they have picked. And with the Isak story as well, we have heard obviously that he says that he doesn't want to play for them ever again. Even if his deal with Liverpool collapses, he does not want to play for them again. He's throwing tantrums, he's throwing his toys all over. He is tired and he just wants to go to Liverpool. That's what he wants, and he feels as though they're trying to hold him back. They're killing the possibility of him going for Liverpool, and that's what he wants to go for. He wants to go and play for Liverpool. He probably sees the squad that has been assembled. He probably sees the potential of the trophies they could win, and he wants to be part of it. And it looks like Newcastle are saying no, and that has made him feel some type of way. I think Newcastle just have to try to go into the market and find a player that will be willing to come for them, and one of them is Wissa. Unfortunately, they have no intentions of popping out the money that is asked by Brentford. But at this point in time, I feel like they have no choice. They have to pop out that amount and bring him to the the club, because they still have good players. They still have good players that can compete, and the sooner they do that, I feel like the better. The sooner they do that, I feel like the better. And also, we have Grealish to Everton. It was a loan, they're loaning him to Everton with, a buy option of 50 million pounds. It's not mandatory. So if, Everton are not really keen on purchasing him or buying him for their club, then they don't have to. But that's what it is. And I think it's a very good move for Grealish to find his spark again. Because, let's be honest, it doesn't look like the Aston Villa Grealish that we came to know. The one whom, when we heard he was going to City, we expected so much from him. This is not him. And I feel like for him to bring back that spark, he has to follow, in the footsteps of players like Rashford. When Rashford went to Aston Villa, he did so well. He did things that we expected of him, but at United, it looked like he was just his shadow of his former self. But when he went to Aston Villa, he did so well that now he's at Barcelona. He's playing, with Lamine. He's playing with the other Brazilian. So it shows that sometimes these loan deals are necessary. They're very necessary in that they can bring the spark in you. And with the spark in you, you can show us, you can remind us who you are. And with that, you might have an opportunity to go for another big team as well, which I think at this point in time, Grealish has that. If he uses that, well, then he has another chance to, go to another a big team that can also fight for these leagues, these Champions Leagues, and all the, trophies that there are, to fight for. And also, Galatasaray have also, open talks with Man City for, to sign Ederson. They are thinking of bringing Ederson to Turkey, and it looks like he will be going. And I don't think any City fan would be worried, and I don't think they would have also, flirted with Galatasaray, Man City. That is, I don't think they would have flirted with Galatasaray if they didn't think they had anyone. I mean, Ortega Stefan is there, and we saw how amazing he was. He played most games than any other season last season, and I don't think he did anything bad. He was good, So he's someone that they can, I think, continue their journey with. But also, it is said that because of the availability of Donnarumma, Man City are also in talks with him. They want to see if they can be able to bring him to the Etihad. And now it's up to him if he's interested. And also, we all know that United are also said to be interested in him. There's a 26 million buy clause, for Donnarumma. So if either of the teams, pop out that amount, it now depends on the player. Who does he want to join? Will it be United? A team that boasts of history, a team that boasts of, a future that, things might start getting better with them. Does he go there, or does he go to City, and an already established team, a team that is considered among the top 5 best teams in Europe for the past 5 years? Where does he go to? Where will he go to? That remains to be seen. So that's all we have today, guys. Thank you for watching until thus far. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also engage in the comment section. Thank you. Bye bye.